Moving on from questions around the US election, let's tackle the next most frequently asked question that we encountered in our client conversations, which revolved around what's exactly happening here this fall. I was expecting things to be worse. So yes, usually, and in terms of seasonal patterns, September and October are negative. And this is of course documented very in minute detail in the Stock Trader's Almanac, which is a great source for this type of seasonal information. However, I think in this situation with this year, there's so much perception of uncertainty around the US election, and the fact is that everybody, air quotes, knows that September and October can be bad, that although we did see some volatility events, at the end of the day, these events resolved higher simply for the fact that everyone was already aware that they could exist and had a position for them beforehand. A lens that I like to put on the markets at all times, whether that things are up, down, or sideways, is an analogy that I like to call the discomfort machine. And we always want to remember that the stock market is a machine that wants to create the most discomfort in the most number of people. So if investors are positioned for markets to be negative and that they are pessimistic, then the markets will resolve higher because that makes many people uncomfortable. On the other hand, if investors are too optimistic, then of course the markets will resolve lower because that in turn makes more people uncomfortable. So we just want to keep that in mind as we're thinking about things, and that, obviously we've had a great couple of months and it's unusual to get them, but let's take them.